I closed the biggest deal of the quarter on Tuesday. Friday, they fired me for not fitting the culture. I closed the biggest deal of the quarter on a Tuesday. Friday, HR called me into a room with my manager and used the phrase, not a culture fit, 4 separate times without ever explaining what that meant. I asked directly if this was about the deal, since my manager had wanted a different rep to close it for optics. Nobody answered. I signed the severance paperwork. It included a mutual non-disparagement clause, and I've kept my end of it completely. I have never said one negative word about that company, publicly or privately. But the paperwork never said anything about facts. I sat on it for 2 days deciding exactly what I was and wasn't allowed to do. Then I did something small and legal, and I didn't tell a single person beforehand. I posted my actual sales numbers, every one of them pulled straight from our own public quarterly investor deck, right next to my termination date on LinkedIn, with the caption, available for new opportunities. No names, no accusations, just numbers and a date. 3 recruiters from competitors messaged me within the hour. I started at one of them 2 weeks later, at a better title and 30% more pay. My first day, my new VP pulled up my old company's investor deck in a meeting, completely unprompted, and used my exact numbers as a case study in what good pipeline execution looks like. I didn't say a word about where those numbers came from. I didn't have to. LinkedIn had already done the talking. 6 months later, a recruiter reached out asking if I knew anyone good for a sales role at my old company. Turned out my not a culture fit replacement hadn't hit target once, not a single quarter. I sent her a very warm, very professional, good luck with the search, and left it at that.